How do you split the sea? Okay.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
Are you fucking
And the
kidding me?
village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've
Oh,
got other
okay.
problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick.
Alright.
I've sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the old place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think...
Does Black...
I thought he might... You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps... No, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer.
Yeah, he lost all of his Bahamut powers.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I wonder what this is over here.
With Canva in the hands of a Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish, and I hear you once helped...
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be...
Oh.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes.
Fallen technology.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the Mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else. And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it. We're only 3 short, Mike. There's one up Amber Way, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then.
It'll do.
How was she? Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for us?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
The stew's awful.
Okay.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
I'm starting to remember who that is.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you said?
If she's not moved on...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Are there more quests?
Clive! Quick look.
Oh shit. There's a lot more side quests. God damn.
Seen enough?
God damn it. There we go. I also want to do that hunt. Yeah, let's do that one.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest.
Let's fucking go. Oh, damn. Fuck. 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 5 down. Oh damn, that was cool. Last Dance, what is that? Oh fuck. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yeah! Oh, 28,000 experience. Or Calcum? Oh. Hey, I recognize that icon.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Sell anything today? As much as...
Let's go. Faster! Be safe. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. I'll need to deal with these ones first. How to find this spherical echo? This is it.
Damn. They're really stacking on the side quests in this part of the game.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line.
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title. The Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied.
How? By speaking out against a man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny, given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of... And unlike Philippe... Well?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, in the garrison?
Overseeing the troops.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's not a only control of the garrison we want. We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Who the hell's this?
The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks? any trouble again.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Okay. Maybe I should prioritize this quest.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
The garrison salvaged what they could.
Sell anything today?
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
The Dominions were done for.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now. Is enough for it?
You. You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's
Yeah,
behalf,
whatever.
yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
A whole day to dry some...
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Well, what do you think?
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke? Well, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the towns. They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. And I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chess. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. Soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it right. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about...
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally... There's no point following orders if they go against everything.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke. In the stubborn, but I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again.
Okay.
Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Hot damn. Okay, Sandbreak is done. Oh my god. Don't tell me. It's like a billion side quests in the Dalmatian Republic area. God damn. Maybe I'll come back to Dalmatia later. I'm always impressed with how fast this game loads.
Good girl. Faster!
These areas are bigger than 4 teams. In scale, I guess, not by area size.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. That'll do, girl.
Damn.
Stay down.
Wow. The shots work. Only kill a chocobo. Actually, there's a trophy I wanted to get. Land gouge, wicked wheel, and works camera in midair before landing. Oops. There. It means I gotta master all these. Or no, maybe just one of them. I can probably put this on Titan. Oh wait. Put this with wicked wheel. Let's see if I can land it. Maybe with a chocobo. Wait. Do I have to be in midair? Or do we both have to? Okay, it doesn't say. Oh, I didn't land it. Oh. Sorry, Torgal. I saw your kill. Ultima is just the Reapers and Akashic are just the people that get spiked on the poles. Yeah. Odin's the Collectors. Yeah. I mean, Mass Effect is a sci-fi fantasy game. I see. I gotta do Deadly Embrace. Or maybe I could do Wicked Wheel. Oh, can't attack behind.
Too slow.
Two down? Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I don't remember who Doris is.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do? There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance.
Yeah?
She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sanbreque. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Where's that? Over there. They got rid of the bodies. Goblins? Damn it. Okay, I need to embrace after each one.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Okay.
You're welcome to try.
Okay, he's dead. Oh, he's not. Now he's dead. No.
Stay down.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, the Owen.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months, she's been arrested, by the way, and she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for... Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the... Anyway.
Keep up the good work.
Clive, I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in his seeds for planting. I'll keep providing them, but if he's going to survive, as of those, they've lived their whole... Small wonder they ain't got the... And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneer's taking Sir Wade's putting...
All right.
Thanks, there.
Gizal greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than... And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get East pulled back on its feet, I mean all of us.
They ain't exactly succulent, but...
I'll take your word.
Anyway, sir, I'll go up there.
I'm sure you...
I guess Chocobo is more of a... It's closer to the Japanese pronunciation of it. Still weird, though.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to so that they'll be able...
That's not... These bearers had only recently escaped. They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live, not that my... It's about... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy.
The Horde is... They're coming.
Time to gather them.
Yes.
Cool.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
Now you're out of...
Precisely. If reinforcements...
What if you could...
You mean the bearers? We brought...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend, though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help them?
You're right, my lord. I will... appeal. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
I guess a pan's better than nothing.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Let's go.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking,
Thanks to you.
me.
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will, upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will, by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect and for you and I to finish
A sound plan. But one that'll... I'd say you have both in abundance to wait. Please, leave the last...
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, each shielding the other that no man might fall. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
Bro, I'm literally a dominant.
We've no time to argue, my lord.
Just let me kill all of
I'll
them.
do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
That's a lot of enemies.
Not let this village fall.
What if I just did this? Hold on. Can I combo? Hey, no. How do I hit that in the air?
You're finished.
Oh, mid-air counter, hell yeah. Damn it. Okay, so I need to find like a tall enemy then.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is...
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain?
Hard to say. My men are still faithful. I could order a
No. Let them finish the... You stay here too, so I'll go after the curl. Join me only when East...
If you're... May the
Yeah, I'll fight it. I'll fight the curl.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle it.
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest.
Eastpool will be safe in our hands, my lord. Faster! Be safe.
It's probably easier if I put Rook's Gambit on it. Phoenix.
There it is. With me, Torgal. Nice try.
Easy.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl.
It's dead.
Thank the Founder. We were able... I have Guardians post. I hesitate.
I think it...
We say... Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade, you brought us together.
We never had nothing to go, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade, but there's no doubt we're free men now. We have to fight to protect...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us.
Come on, then.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now, too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Speaking of which,
Can we continue?
Of course. Us Rosarians have got...
Indeed.
And Clive, come by the golden... I ain't...
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked, but every time I want to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria.
Thank you. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
Cool. That's a nice ending to that quest line.
The here, it's luck. Not only did my... And it take it.
Thank you, Martha.
So, and a hoe?
Well, it was your...
I know that, though I suppose, you know, bearers know there's...
I take it you didn't know...
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met. In fact, that's how I met. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. That told me I was giving them right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you what?
Well, we just like your dad. He's...
Indeed, but the loftier one, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps...
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got... It's almost... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve.
That sounds like...
What's happened? God's
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiation...
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many. You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it that...
Nothing like... I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask her. Find out exactly...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El.
I know.
No buts up.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all.
El, I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good...
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. The Consortium will... I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the Capitol gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be... Someone needs to prepare...
Oh, and that's... Well, it looks like up for meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. She'll never join them after this. She means to stay with us then.
You have to
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, so I bid you... I'll gather my men and leave for... You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister, but...
I'll do my... All right. To Randalar, then. I'd better not keep Eloise waiting.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end. When are they gonna let us through?
Run like the wind. Thanks, girl. Right. Nice try. Too slow.
Oh, fuck. Are you shitting me? There we go. Oh my god. Okay, now I can get rid of that building. Oh yeah, I haven't tried Shiva yet.
Better already. You're finished.
I like Shiva more than Garuda, but Shiva doesn't have a whole lot of stagger. Diamond Dust does a lot of damage, or a lot of stagger, though. I think it's the most damage, most stagger out of all of them. Oh, wait. Okay. I kind of like this move, though. Hmm. Do I really need Heat Wave on Phoenix? What if I... let's see. This might mess me up. I'm gonna switch these. Let's try Shiva out.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Did you arrange?
Here they are.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bear. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting, and so we...
I did not hesitate, but what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely take on such unconventional. The bearers belong to him. Now,
who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard. And treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest, and with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before their representative hinted at a possible purchase. When I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be in... As soon as he left, I sent my own offer.
So you...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could let... I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, they deserved... I wanted so bad...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains. Theo and the others are trying to... They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on it.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some...
Okay.
Hold on, Theo.
Come on. Faster!
That'll do, girl. Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. We just have to pray he makes it.
I can do that.
It's flooded with aether? Fuck, dude. I hope he's okay.
Where are you, Theo?
It's over.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Anyway, this is the same dragon that I fought.
needed that. Let's try. Too slow.
Yeah.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
No, he's a Kashik, isn't he? Yeah.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Damn, that sucks. That dude looked like a main character and just fucking dies like that.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was True bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Let's go. Faster! You deserve a rest. Don't get surrounded. Stay down. That's all of them. Owain cannot cross his toes now. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Would you like to see my wares? Thank you. Certainly. Thank you.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. Enough for the villagers to...
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
Then your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah, but that ain't the whole... Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead?
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravozd is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them are... You,
We can't.
Right, you don't want any... Oh, and... Blackthorn?
A Kashik on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more... They're washed right over...
Good idea.
I'm prepared to fight.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, no heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. I've seen what the people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. Then it won't come to... Take good...
Leave it to me, and...
Are you kidding me? The Kashik Bighorn?
Alright. Which one of you's first?
Griffin.
Is that it? Apparently not.
A chimera? Oh, fuck.
They're not getting past me.
Graham's voice. Graham's voice.
It's over.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravozd isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravozd what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh, okay.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Everything's back the way it was.
Take that, you naughty...
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to
I did. I've developed something, and having worked so a sentiment, Master Lubor.
You're not the only one.
What?
He asked for my aid in putting down the band, and he said that you might be...
Then you've come at just the right time. There are more camps in the... but we must strike together.
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
There's ne'er-do-well.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
Enough!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of Lord Under...
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
I knew all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing.
As have I, Lord Underhill, wasn't it? The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to...
But what if his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is... In this at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency!
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied...
So what do you propose?
Will he... Perhaps. That is a question, and they will thank you, not...
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No. You and your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself, rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with it, but I do not doubt that she was always true to herself, and so must I be. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of for only united can they hope to stand against the threat that I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only
How could it possibly be for the least you can do is give the...
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you. And so just like that, you're going to throw this town? And I thought you would, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the... but where are my manners? Right then. I have packing to...
If there's anything I can do...
I'll...
Are you buying or selling? Anything else? Of course. A fine choice.
Lord Rosfield.
Perhaps. My brothers, have you learned a...
Little unless. I
see.
Be assured, however, that we will even now...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilized, as if protecting the secrets.
Secrets?
Should mayhap it would please you.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretok. I was due to visit my if you would consent to do so in my...
All right.
They might...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
Run like the wind. All right.
Wait, what?
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
right. Oh no.
You'll pay for this. May still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most... May the firebirds flame...
It's
one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings.
That's pretty fucked up.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
Yeah.
My thanks. I shall study them, and...
Cyril. Losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen to complete their work, were these your...
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty.
Even when death is
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril. But allow me to offer you a word of it. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender provide your survey parties with an escort. That they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the feet.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Damn, they're kind of stubborn. I mean, I get it, but that sucks.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
We were just about to make a stop.
It's funny, but none of this would... You remember Camille? The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of it. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles?
Oh, hell yeah.
And the final flourish will be my talented...
A team effort, led by...
Now. Save that talk to the things... Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Oh, hell yeah.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you.
So, does this make...
This, it'll take more, but we're off it.
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got talking on.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft.
That's a weapon I'd like to.
I was hoping you.
One legend at a time, eh, lads?
Good eye. No more drinking if. Sancfordian, dear. And
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, sis.
Good, thankfully.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right up. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Neat. Oh, hell yeah. Huh?
So, she don't need sails?
A chimera? Fuck. Well, it's... The reward is less than the dragon, so maybe it'll be easier.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
My Lord Marquis, that some of my fellow guardians are to...
It's true.
I have many fond... When I was a child, we would visit my aunt, and I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away.
Oscar, I'd like you to...
But my training is not...
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Rebuild her home.
Yes, my lord. Thank you.
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
Alright, yeah, that's a good stopping point. Thanks for watching.